A great Monday morning. It is a beautiful day in the city of Brownsville, Texas. Beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in the city of Brownsville, Texas. And I am. Hey, great Monday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, Texas. I forgot that I was live. Uh, I, I think 'cause I am so used to already having someone on, and someone is supposed to come on, but Roman sucks, and that's why I kind of forgot that we were live. There, it's trippy because I hope everyone had a great weekend. It's trippy because someone said that my teeth weren't white. My teeth are white. I think they just might look a little bit on the uh, yellowish side because of the lighting. But besides that, they're pretty much white. I have a good I have a good dentist. I'm always using All Valley Dentists now here on Ruben Torres and SPI. Amazing job on my crown. Saved my crown actually. So thank you uh, to uh, to those that have taken care of my teeth.
What's wrong with your teeth?
Do they look kind of on the yellowish side?
I'm concerned that you're very grainy.
Grainy.
Yeah, the entire screen is grainy. Like you can hardly see you. You're not as clear as you normally are.
No, I look good.
No,
I like,
not on my end. You don't.
uh, that's probably
Unless
your.
my, I don't think it's my internet because I look disgustingly horrible too. No, I'm just kidding. No, no, you look really grainy. Am I the only one who sees it, or you have nobody watching you because you're by yourself? Somebody comment and see if he's grainy. Let us know.
Guys, I don't look grainy. I look amazing.
But you like maybe it's because you're dark on your end. You look darker. Did you go to the beach or something and got all dark? Because I mean, like
No,
you actually have like blotches. You look like you're having the Michael Jackson thing a little bit there.
no, it's no,
No, okay, maybe it's just me. Maybe who knows?
no. It's,
I feel horrible right now, man. It's been a long freaking weekend for
I think
me.
it's I think it's just the lighting.
Maybe throwing it off and trying to focus in on you and. Mm. Oh well, doesn't really
How,
matter.
how was the weekend?
It was horribly long. Like there's
Horrible.
nothing there. Yeah, it was long. It was tiring.
Not long enough.
Really, you think so? Well, you're always hanging out with half naked people or something like that. Like, what's up with you? Like, some people you hang out with, they put on clothes.
What people have I
But
posted?
you posted a picture of some dude in like of some fishnet thing or whatever. They're like
Oh
looking like cold.
no, that was Eduardo. He was wearing. That's
Put
part of.
on clothes, like actual clothes,
No, that
not
was
things
Eduardo.
that look like they've been eaten by a bunch of I don't know what.
Moth.
No one wants to see your nipples, bro. No one wants to see them.
I do, but
Yeah, well then you're gross. That's why people think you're gay, and that's disgusting.
I don't care what people think.
I
But
don't care, but you want does you want to see male nipples? Like what neck? You know that's disgusting, dude.
I never
It's
think that.
gross. Mm. in a restaurant or whatever hell you were eating at. Really,
Actually, it was a very fancy restaurant too.
like that's even more gross. Like, I mean, wear some clothes, wear some,
It's kind of true because
put two pairs of clothing or something.
you look red from your eyes down. It's the lighting. It's got to be the lighting. But I don't look grainy. That's what I think that was what
No,
that
no, no.
was.
You look grainy when trying to focus in on you. That's when you look grainy. I think that's what it is. Yeah, like okay. Anyway, no one can see your mouth, and then when you see you went grainy again. You
Well,
do
let me.
that.
No, that was Eduardo. It actually wasn't the weekend, was it? It was
I
during the
have no
week.
idea when it was.
But he goes. I said, oh, I bought me a mess of these shirts, and we're like, oh, they don't look great.
What, you put one on too?
I don't know.
Oh, thank God. No one wants to see that.
No, no one wants.
Nobody.
No one wants to see mine.
Nobody wants to see that.
Mine
I
are
don't
not
even.
that great.
Oh God, so disgusting. Like anyway, let's talk about the news of last night. Apparently, or yeah, this over the weekend, Pedro Carnas is gonna run for at-large commissioner. What that?
I was hoping that we could like ease into that.
But I mean, I don't know what else to talk about. I mean,
Well, how was your weekend?
well, my weekend was finding that out. We had my daughter's graduation party, listening to some mariachi music, which is nice, I guess.
Did not get invited.
I was barely invited. I'm just kidding. No, it was only for family. That's all it was.
What?
It wasn't even it was something that my in laws wanted to do, and we agreed with it. And
Yeah, they
so
hate you.
let I I guess. Anyway, no, it really was. It really just was family. I wasn't even allowed to invite anybody outside of family. So that's what my daughter wanted, and that's what we did.
One of the things I actually kind of sort of glad you mentioned that. One of the things that I think that we're experiencing like at church, and since you're non-practicing Catholic, maybe you can give insight in regards to the Catholic Church, but our church is a little bit different from y'all's church in that we try to have it more like a community thing where you get together, you eat together, do things together.
Hmm. Okay.
What? What's wrong, Chema? I've never heard him cry like that. Chema, what's wrong?
And you expect him to talk to you? Just wondering, how old are you now?
Bebe, what's wrong? Oh, he's gonna throw up.
Oh no. Oh no. I don't want to. No one wants. I don't want to see that. No.
Throw up.
No.
Throw up. There we go.
Oh God.
Yeah, he's throwing up. Pobrecito. Es que he eats. Look, can you see the
I
throw?
don't want to see what he eats. Just oh God.
I don't think you can
Gross.
see it. He threw up
Right behind you. Maybe.
right.
Yeah. I see that. We all see it. I think everybody can see. You know what? The lighting is better now. You're blocking. You're no longer blocking the sun.
I think part of the problem with Chema is that he just eats so much, and I tell him, I said, Chema, stop eating. So he's always eating, 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 and then of course right now he starts.
Does it have a smell?
Huh?
Does it smell?
No,
You're gonna clean it right now, or what are you gonna do now? Are you gonna have your assistant do it?
I don't want. No, I'm going to. My assistant.
Oh my God! Like, are you gonna clean, wash your hands? Hopefully,
No, I'll do it.
I hope you do, Ronaldo.
My assistant is late.
Okay, well, go wash your hands.
No, I'll do it in a little bit. I didn't touch anything.
I guess. I don't know.
Let me say, it's kind of weird because I had this conversation with my assistant, and I said because like uh, I mean, he just started. He goes like, "Well, when can we start talking about a raise or something?" I said,
A raise? How much you raise your ass out of here?
"Yeah."
You asking for a raise right now in this economy?
I said, "You have
Really?
what? I mean, you got it right on the economy. Second of all, you just started, and third of all, you're starting to get here late every day, and it's not like you usually see you usually talk about a raise when you start to see like this improvement, this moving on, move forward, assimilating more
Oh,
more responsibilities.
okay. Do you have like ADHD?
Why?
Because you're talking and you immediately start looking down and you stop. I'm getting concerned. I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but I mean, it's just very interesting. We're having you're conversing about something and then you just shut off.
No, but going back into the whole thing, it's just like, you know, I think it has to do a lot with this younger generation. They start to think that everything is like a free for all, because like going back into Eduardo's shirts, he's like he actually thinks that those shirts look okay. I'm going like they don't. And it's kind of weird when these young folks they expect, and it's part of this new generation economy thing. They expect to start like like, oh well, it's okay. And I actually told Eduardo, I said, Eduardo, este you know what do you want to do? Well, I want to start doing some podcasts. I want to like get a better job and everything. I said, Eduardo, you're not going to get it when you're dressed with in fishnets. You know, you got to present yourself out there. You know, bien. You got to present yourself out there in a fashionable, halfway fashionable, professional way.
Mm-hmm.
Dress for what you want to. If you're out there like on a beach or something, then I think it's more of an acceptable thing. But if you're out there as expecting for all these doors to open in regards to moving up and transitioning from one position to another,
Okay.
you got to dress the part, and fishnets are not going to do it.
I don't know where I saw this story. I think maybe last week, the week before, where where executives or human resources people are saying what the new trends are, and apparently one of the trends is for young people to bring their parents to their interview, to sit want to have parents sit with them while they're getting interviewed for a job, which is nuts.
Nuts.
I mean, and they're also wanting immediately like high salary pay. That's not how it works.
Not a
But
word.
these people are just so they're oblivious to what real world is. It's like this idea of, hey, let's eliminate all student debt. Let's not have any debt whatsoever. Let's turn everything into grants. Screw the banks. Well, you know what? It screws us because ultimately they're lending out the money
It's
that
screwed.
we adults who could actually pay it back don't get it. We get the higher interest rates. We get screwed,
It's
but they want everything gone. Well, who's going to end up paying for it? Well, we do later on in the back end.
Yeah, it screws the hole. It screws the hole.
Mm,
And and I had a conversation with him. It's like, I mean, you're okay. Your nipples will showing, like Roman says, and I guess that's okay. But do you want a professional job? Do you want to get hired for that podcast? Do you want,
he's applying for a podcast. You can
yeah,
apply for that stuff, and
supposedly,
you get paid. What?
I,
I just want to know. Do you pay it? I don't know. Did you get like a W? Do you do
I
like a 401k? What do you do for people like me that just come on your show?
I
Nothing.
wish. And it's contributed because he was mentioning, well, because I went to do a radio spot, and they were talking. They're like, oh, maybe I said, Eduardo, they do that to everyone. They, that's part of the, like, yeah, yeah. I said, we're interested in maybe, signing you up for a podcast. And he goes, you know what a podcast is? And that's when we're like, bitch.
No, no. Well, the thing is, your podcasts that you do are not exactly the kind of podcast they probably want. You know, more with more a little bit more structure, things like that. So we do a little. You do a little bit differently.
Well, since you mentioned that, I was thinking about that this weekend. And since we're going right into the weekend, I was thinking he basically pays by giving airtime.
He gives us airtime, really? Okay.
Sam
Uh,
does. Sam doesn't even show his face anymore. He's so fat. But
yeah, yeah. Well, it's
but
okay. I miss Sam.
yeah. But what
I
happened?
do. Where's? Tell us where you at, Sam.
He's out there in like the northern hills.
I'm asking him, not you.
Oh, well, he doesn't respond.
I don't care. Wait,
Got one
you're
bar.
not. Your name's Sam.
Hey, Kimberly. I'm here too.
Hey, Kimberly. Hi.
But it's trippy because it's the uh, I was thinking about that. Like, well, maybe we could, maybe we should just do like a once a week show, and do that little structured thing. I'm near the Devil's Tower in the and Mount Rushmore.
Oh, are you gonna be there for 4th of July?
Nah, he's coming back.
Okay.
Oh yes,
Mm.
I was thinking about that. I go like, it's just too much extra work that I don't want to put into it. I don't want to have to structure everything, and I do that for. I try to do that for my work. I try to have like an Excel sheet, my agenda. I try to have like, this is what the responsibilities that I have to do today. This is what I got to do here and there. That I have semi structured, but that's as you mentioned, that's giving me a W-4. That's giving me income. Not like these lives that we do. We receive absolutely no income whatsoever. Oh
Yeah, it's just something fun to do. But I mean, if you wanted to, you could. I
yeah.
mean, I think at one point there were some radio people that were interested in us to do something like that potentially, but we had to show structure
Well, maybe that's what.
and show structure and less about talking about other certain people. I guess I don't know.
And then I hate that. I hate that they'll want to start to limit you in many respects.
No,
Go,
but I'm talking about like the rumors and the innuendo kind of stuff. Like we have to
oh,
have more
well,
like. Then that's what people watch.
that's what people want, and that's what I think a lot of the news
Well,
stations.
you, not me. Nobody watches me. Nobody cares about what I have to say.
Somebody here saying hi to you, bitch.
I know she's saying hi to me. People
Oh,
do say hi to me. People are nice to me.
so going back into this generation, I had the conversation with Eduardo. I said, Eduardo, what do you want to do? You can't be out there working at Oaks all your life. It doesn't pay. What is it that you want to do? And
Mhm.
like, there's no direction. And you mentioned everything from like starting a business and being on a podcast and uh, being a model. Of course, everyone thinks that they need to be a model.
I think I could totally see you being
Me,
a model of what not to do. You
yeah, yeah. Here's a clear example of where you don't want your life to go.
guys don't do whatever you do. Don't do it, Asmo.
But yeah, don't do it, Erasmo. There's only one Erasmo. There can be only one. But you could have structure. But you have to
And don't
hire.
copy the habit.
Well, I know. Let me tell you. I. Uh, we'll have that conversation later on. But I think it has to do with a lot of the and people have said, and that's what, like, when you run for office, and you've said this also. You've got to do like this little thing here. I said, I don't do that. I can't do that. It's just not me. Why do people want to see stuff like, I can't do all the door knocking. I can't do all the going out there and the sign holding and stuff. First of all, it doesn't work. People don't care. At the end of the day, you only got 8 or 9% of the individuals coming out to vote anyway. So why does it even matter much anymore? Done, finished with that crap. If people want to continue to eat the same crap over and over again, they can continue to vote for the same individuals.
See, I disagree. I've always told you, if you knocked on doors, people will want to take picture with
I,
you and like, oh my god, it's Erasmo,
and
and they'll be so happy and talk to you. And
I've told you that that's why I need your help. I need
mm,
the other
no,
people.
no, 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 you don't need my help.
Well,
I'm telling you, you don't need my help.
I'm not
You
going to do it.
don't.
Yes, everyone needs someone every so often, Roman.
Oh, that's
I,
true.
I'm not going to do it again. I understand my limitations, and my limitations are not to go out there and be knocking on doors and bothering people while they're eating, or and go to the restaurants and say, "Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, Greg, I'm running
You
for
don't.
office."
But the thing is, you don't have to do that restaurant. So that I hate that.
I hate that.
Not going. Oh my god, like this. Don't do it. I'm trying to eat my food. I don't want to talk to you.
Stay away as much as possible. I don't want to know who you are. I went to eat with a friend or a family member or something. But again, I'm not saying that if you see me in somewhere eating and you want to come say hi, that's okay. I'm saying
Everybody does that already. So
that's okay. But as a politician, I hate when politicians come and try to, pander for your votes. It doesn't work. He doesn't want to wear a suit like Roy, never wearing dress shoes.
I think he wears them now because he's running. Like seriously, I did not expect.
He, I, I've,
He's a changed man.
I've not seen him in chanclas in a while, and and I'm the one that's wearing chanclas.
Yes.
But I do it because of the weather. I don't want my feet in socks and shoes, and it's just too hot, Roman. Too damn hot.
Mhm.
It's just too hot, and I'm not going to do it. If I don't have a wedding, like if I don't have a wedding today, which I don't, then I'm wearing chanclas. I actually considered putting on some shorts today. It's just, but going back into the Eduardo thing, it doesn't look professional. It doesn't look professional for Erasmo Castro to be at his office, expecting clients to walk in and see me in shorts. You know,
Hmm.
doesn't
Or
look,
potential clients.
huh?
Or potential
Or
clients.
potential clients like, do I really want a guy in shorts and chanclas, to, help me out with translations or whatever we do? No, you want someone that's halfway dressed, unlike
Hmm.
Eduardo showing his nipples with that fishnet thing. But so you want someone that's halfway, halfway on the professional side. I'm not wearing the shirt and ties. I still have all my ties up there. I'm not wearing the shirt and ties because because it's just too hot, Roman. It's too
Hmm.
hot.
Hmm.
Yesterday I was wearing my bow tie and my sacco, but it was church, and that's different. For us that actually go to church, unlike Roman that doesn't go to church.
Okay.
Do you
Mm.
meet and greet at the bar and do a roast? And I'm pretty sure you'll get some more followers. I wouldn't mind the roast. I just don't like the meet and greets. I, they don't work for me.
Why he wants you to be like Tom Brady?
Yeah, Tom Brady, that actually was a kind of a good roast.
That was really funny.
That chick did a great job.
The chick that's not funny.
No, the chick did the gringa chick did a good job. Uh, Jeff
The
Frost,
one whose claim to fame is having relations with men all the time and then talking about it.
maybe her, the güera,
I think so, yeah.
like the second or third one to come out. She did I can't remember her name, but she did a great job. I kind of liked her little spiel. Jeff Frost could have done a way lot better, but he didn't. But anyway,
Yeah.
going into back into running races, as Roman mentioned earlier, we did find out this weekend that Roy Los Santos and is going to face off with Pedro Cardenas and uh, Rose Gowan's chick, that chick that's on the PUB board. I can't remember her name right
So
now.
who's gonna run in 3 and 4 now?
Well, I mean, I'm sure they're going to handpick someone. I know that Gus de Leon is running in District 3. Gus de Leon is going to run in District. Gus de Leon
And who is that?
es el hermano de Dom de Leon.
Okay.
You know who Don De Leon is, right?
Yes.
Was
Well, was yeah.
Yeah, it's the Don De Leon's brother's running. And he reached out to me. I said, "Hey man, congratulations! Whatever we can do to help, I'm good." I don't plan. I live in District 3, and I don't plan to run for District 3.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not. I might run at large now.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, but that's a runoff. Right? Well, oh, that's right. You're gonna run for BISD and lose, and then you run for city commission and lose. Is that your plan or what?
No,
Okay. Well,
I,
then why would?
I plan to win my BISD race, unlike you, Roman.
Mm,
So
I
have
don't know
you
what you're talking about.
decided what position you're going to run in?
Have not decided what position I'm going to run in or if I'm going to run.
You're going to run. You're
Mm.
going to run
You
against.
want me to,
Or
but
you're going to run against Susan versus Daniela.
oh, that would be fun.
That
That would be hilariously fun.
I would die if you run against Susan. And I would.
I would love that. That's an interesting race there. That is.
I would die if you
I,
decide to go run against.
just because you want me to run against Susan, not because of Daniela, and then you lose.
Uh, Daniela is just a pretty little rich girl out there trying to up her game in regards to the political world because that's their tit. They
Well, some people telling me that Daniela may not even run.
she already
That's what.
she already had a couple of fundraisers trying to get money for reelection.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean you actually end up doing it. You could use that money and transfer it in. I think. I don't know. I think you can use that money and transfer into another campaign.
I think they'll be like under false pretense, and a lot of people are like,
Potentially.
if you went out there and donated to Daniela for her reelection campaign, and all of a sudden she goes like, "Well, I think I'm not going to run," wouldn't you be like, "Hey, bitch, give back my money. Bitch, better have my money."
Maybe. Who knows?
But they get money from vendors and stuff, so she probably got money from Linebarger, from what's that other one, Padap, or what's that other one?
Mm.
Papa,
Purdue, I think.
are you
What
doing?
happened? What's wrong? Again.
He's sick in the stomach. He eats so much.
Or
And,
maybe you need to take him to the doctor.
oh hell no. What's that other one? A Padap? Not what's it called?
Purdue.
Purdue Padap. Padap used to be the drug rehabilitation place here. Remember?
Yes. No. Maybe so.
So she gets money from all those vendors and stuff. So they're all excited about the whole thing. Did you find out what happened off the expressway? I did not. Today I know that there was a huge accident. Bebe, yeah, he's throwing up again. Chema, pobrecito.
You need to, pobrecito, and take him to the doctor.
He's
Like,
just, it's because of the quantity of food he eats. He eats too.
okay, all right, okay,
Pues,
all right.
on the expressway, there was a motorcyclist that died on the expressway,
Causeway.
on the causeway. It was horrible. But again, a lot of it has to do with these motorcycle drivers. They drive horribly, man. People get on a motorcycle and they think that they could go like 100, 120 miles an hour. Can't do that, man.
Wow.
I'm always in swim trunks. Works for me. Uh, yeah, no,
If you work at the island, I would imagine you some trunk would be appropriate.
no, it doesn't. I've seen your legs, papi. Avoid that like the plague.
All right. Well, what? And so anyway, so going back to Pedro, I mean, I'm just really surprised. I'm. Who did Pedro use for his campaign last go around? Did he use Pink Ape or who did he use?
No, he didn't. I don't think he used Pink Tape. I think they have like their own little Mexican mafia.
Think so?
Yeah, they have that little Mexican mafia, the Saint Joe
Um,
mafia. They all
mm,
come together. So it's going to be interesting because I figured that the Saint Joe mafia was okay with Roy dos Santos. So it's going to be interesting because Roy dos Santos is not only running against Pedro Cardenas now; he's going to run against the whole system, the Mexican mafia and the Saint
I
Joe.
mean, is it possible that Pedro, I believe he's Catholic, maybe trouble with all the saluting of the sex flag outside the city hall, and maybe that's why he's considering because he's a businessman and thinks that maybe that's not necessarily good for business to
Well,
just consistently, hey, let's salute the sex flag.
well, as a business person, you try to cater everyone out there. Gay, straight, bi, transgender, all the alphabet. Uh, you know,
I mean, but you don't see that in McAllen. You don't see them saluting the sex flag. You don't see it in Bar or Edinburgh where they're actually growing their economy, growing their businesses. You don't see that.
no,
You only see it in stupid Brownsville and stupid Harlingen.
yeah. Again, Brownsville is like Brownsville is in a hole. Brownsville's in a hole, and we're never going to get out of that hole. But it goes
Well,
back.
now when we're saluting the sex flag and having, pachangas and everything like that, because hey, all the people that do that crap, and no one cares about the sex flag, but they desperately want to do it for some reason,
It's not.
and maybe Beto doesn't like it. Who knows? I don't know. I didn't even know he was running.
It's not a sex flag. It's called the.
No, it's the sex flag. That's all it is. It's about sex, 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 sex. How many lines is it? Sex, 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 or something? Sex.
I have no idea.
But there it is. It's a sex flag.
It's not about sex, but again,
It's totally about sex. What else is it?
well,
What,
let me tell you,
talk, please, Pastor Erasmo. Please tell us more about pride.
yeah, let me tell you one of the things that really really trips me out is because everyone's like, oh, let me tell you a very quick story. I went to Cusco in Peru. I went to Cusco in Peru, and it was trippy because I got there and I started to see all these rainbow flags all over the place, and I'm going like, damn, they're very they're very pro gay in Cusco in Peru. When I was like tripping, like, wow, it's interesting. So what happens is I then, after a while, because I started to see it everywhere, like on the federal buildings and on the la Presidencia Municipal and everything. And I'm going like, damn, Brownsville, step aside. Cusco, Peru, took your cake. What happens, Roman, is that's the color of their flag. The flag, that's their flag. They've had that flag for a millennia, no, not millennia, like 100 years. They've had it forever. So that's their flag. So I have this friend that is a church friend that always asks me, like when I go to these Latin American countries, to bring her back flags from where I go. So I said, oh look, I found a Cusco flag, and she goes, yeah, I don't want that one. And I said, why? She goes, that's the gay flag. I said, like, no, it's a Cusco flag, you know. And what I'm trying to get at is, she's a teacher, and I said it would have been a good educational moment, an educational, because every time you see a rainbow flag, it's not a sex flag, Roman.
It's a sex flag. What it is. Hey, look at me. Look at my sex and what I am and what I do in my private life. And look at
I,
me.
I will
Oh, I think about sex at their identity, sex, their religion, sex.
I will disagree. Again, I oh, Samuel, Peru flag is
Yeah, I was wondering. I was hoping somebody would point out the fact that it was red and white, and that's not their flag. But what he was saying is that the Cusco's little flag, they have like a little flag, their own little baby flag that they salute every day.
their city flag. Their city.
Yeah, their city flag. Yeah.
Go, Sam, since you're like the expert, go out there and do the Google search for Cusco flag, and you're gonna find that it is, like the rainbow color flag. I think it varies a little bit. I don't know. I'm not well versed on.
Hell, even the flag that they now has is probably not even allowed anymore because it keeps changing all the time.
Well, society's changing now. We're wearing fishnets shirts.
Oh, yeah, so and I mean they're so they're I think that there's even flags that have Palestine in it now. I mean it's just growing. Even Lupe, like over the weekend, I think it was on maybe it wasn't over the weekend. I sometimes I consider Friday the weekend. There was a story on I think it was Channel 4 or 5, one or the other, that Lupe, the great organization started by Cesar Chavez, they were gonna have their own little, hey, let's have a little sex flag celebration, or not their first one ever. And it wasn't going to be one day; it was going to be a 2 day celebration because they claimed that the valleys is changing, and now we're more okay with the sex flag. And I'm just like, your job is to defend immigrants, is it not? And we're gonna talk about let's do this other stuff that's more other liberal crap and try to get more people interested in you. Like nobody cares, Lupe. Like seriously. Oh dear Lord.
People,
Is it just what's wrong with these people? Oh, but I don't know if you saw the poll over the weekend that the majority of Americans, like I think it was 62, 65% of Americans are totally okay with illegal be all of them, deport them all. And then a majority of Hispanics, I think it was 53% of the Hispanics in that poll were like, deport them all. And people are shocked. I'm like, no, you shouldn't be shocked
no.
because a lot of Hispanics don't want them here. Any of them.
This is where Biden is going to lose a lot of votes. Hispanics are pissed, as pissed that you had to come here, uh, get in line, go through a process, spend thousands of dollars, Roman, because people spend thousands of dollars to immigrate into the United States, and all of a sudden you got someone, just barking at the border saying, "Let me through,"
I'm
and
a migrant. I'm a migrant. Let me through.
they let them through. And I'm talking about hundreds of thousands that are crossing into Brownsville, and no one has a clear accounting of all these people coming across. Because I challenge anyone out there to go ask our politicians, go ask John Cowan, if you can find him, because he spends most of the time at the White House now.
Apparently, yeah, talking it up about Joe Biden.
Yeah, plotting Joe Biden and his failed policy in regards to the border. It's a mess. And Roman, how long, Roman, have we been out here bitching about all the illegals coming across here at the garage for years now? For years,
When he was a city commissioner and now a mayor. Like even then.
from the pandemic. When
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
pandemic, when
Mm-hmm.
everyone, all these crazies were out there, and I was a little bit on the bandwagon as well, tripping about no separation and everybody out and less people everywhere. But they were letting hundreds of thousands of people in a day throughout all
Mm-hmm.
borders, a
Mm-hmm.
day. And again, it just didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense then. It doesn't make any sense now. That is where the Biden administration is going to lose crapload of votes. I think even blacks now are pissed off at Biden.
But I want to know because you had the mayor of Edinburgh, the guy who ran against Pino Montevela in 2012 and lost. Maybe Robert Camacho will be commenting. Maybe he can comment and tell us about why his best friend and best man is over there in the White House, championing the executive action thing. Then you had the mayor of Harlingen, who I want to say is an immigration attorney by day, and she's over there like applauding the immigration thing, the executive action. And then you had our mayor, the great city of Brownsville, going over there doing it. But what's funny is over the weekend, there was an internal memo leak to board security, I mean board patrol in the San Diego sector, talking about what the executive action means, and it says release everybody into the country except for these 6 countries, and it's like wait. I thought we were trying to stop everybody, and it doesn't matter. Like, no, it's not. That's not what it means. If you're from not from these 6 countries, you can come in now in this executive action. So I want to know, John, if somebody listening for John's campaign, or maybe somebody from the city listening, can you ask him to do a press release and tell us if this is the policy he was defending? If he was defending a policy that was going to totally allow everybody except for 6 countries to come in, because that's not what Joe Biden said. But you were defending it, John. Oh, I'm sorry, Mayor. You were defending that policy, so defend it now. Tell us whether or not you're okay with that. But I guarantee you, majority of Hispanics, the majority of Americans are not okay with that. Not.
There's no need to
Deport
rub
them
all these BS on people's faces. Hate going to stores and seeing rainbow BS all over the place and black owned. Yeah, it's too much. Everything now is like, I think it's kind of trippy because talking about Eduardo and working at Oxxo, it's kind of trippy now because I saw online now that they have an Oxxo that's all a rainbow también. We're like, guys,
What?
yeah,
The Oxo flag is rainbow?
and well, not a flag. They literally, I paint the whole Oxxo in rainbow colors. I'm like, yeah, it's a little bit too much. But now Adidas has it. I think
All of them have it now because they want to identify with like, oh yes. But what's really funny is that they won't do that little colorful stuff on their emojis or their icons or whatever in Muslim countries.
well,
Or why won't they? Why? You all are so brave and so courageous.
because
Don't the Muslims have gay people up there too, or think about sex over there as well?
very few.
No, not them. Can't do that. Only here.
They throw them off buildings. They don't fly flags from buildings. They throw.
I mean, but like they won't do it anywhere else. But not. Why not there, guys? Why not?
It's a fail. It just doesn't make any sense. And again,
It doesn't. But hey, let's fly this. Let's salute the sex flag every day. You know, if you're a Christian or you're a person who understands that pride is the not the pride there, just pride is one of the 7 deadly sins, like probably the biggest sin of all, because I think every mortal sin stems from pride.
you know, the
Stop.
you've heard the
You-
Proverbs, right? The seis
I don't.
cosas aborrece Jehová y aún 7 abominan su alma.
I don't even know what you're saying because you're talking Spanish and I don't understand Spanish. Didn't you say that last week or something? That I don't speak Spanish.
I don't think I've ever said this on the show. 6 things are what God hates, and 7 really just pisses him off. The 7th really pisses him off. You know which the 7th is?
Oh, it's pride, dude. It is. It all stems from pride. It really does.
El
Like,
que siembra discordia entre los hermanos. Him
okay, no. If we're talking about like generic words, guys.
talk
Like,
about scripture.
okay, sure.
Something
Yes.
that
Again, you don't even like Maccabee because you mentioned purgatory until you throw it out. Yes, scripture. Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Catholics, not very well versed in.
No, I'm not. No.
There's only one of us here that has actually a theology degree.
Oh, I know. I understand. Yeah, you have a theology degree. Anyway, regardless, but no, I mean, if you're a Christian out there, you totally, and you work for the city, do you think that they're throwing that in your face? I mean, are you forced to salute it? I mean,
They don't want you
like,
to see it. They just want to show they're all in.
that they take it over.
Well, they haven't taken over yet.
They have taken over.
We
They
only
have. If they're putting a flag up, have you ever not seen?
we only have 4 gay commissioners on the commission.
Only 4?
Only 4.
There's 4 of them.
Yeah,
4 of them. Wow, that's news to me.
you didn't know that? We have 4 gay commissioners on the city commission.
We have 4.
4.
I didn't know that.
Well, now you know.
Do you want to name them? Because I don't even know we have 4.
I do not. I do my best not to out anyone.
I didn't know it was that many.
I just sign off.
But if you're right, which I don't believe you are, but
Robin,
I don't. I'm
me
just
the last time
shocking to me.
tell me the last time I was wrong about something.
A lot.
Tell me one.
I mean,
Tell me one.
I don't know.
Was
I
wrong
can't
about-
think of it. I'm in so much shock right now. My brain can't even like
was I wrong
function
about
to even know
Was I
how many
wrong
times
about
you've been wrong.
CSC? Was I wrong about De La Garza, the piece of trash? Your friend?
Not my friend. When has she ever been my friend?
She was your best buddy.
Adela has never been my friend.
Can't
Never.
stand her and her estirada face.
Okay. Anyway, regardless, let's go back to the flag that they have to salute.
You should have
Um,
invited me.
amigas, you want to invite? You gotta want to be invited everywhere.
It's now. Does that mean it's now 7 flags over Texas? Well, yeah.
Yeah, flag, I guess. I guess. Well, no, that would be 8 for some people because I think some places had. Because if you think of the flag of the Rio Grande Republic over in Laredo, they consider that the 7th flag. So I guess maybe
Hey,
the 8th flag.
what about the Black Lives Matter flag?
Oh, the 9th flag. Ooh, let's talk about that one. Mm,
I need to come up with a flag. I'm done.
you're done.
Yeah,
No, but you've ever seen the show? It was a comedy thing. I think it was with Eddie Izzard, and I think now he figured out that he's a tranny or something. But this was like maybe like 20 years ago, and he did it. It was an HBO. I think it was an HBO special, and he dressed up as a cross dresser or whatever, and he goes up and he says, "What do you have a flag?" That was the key to be taken over the world. If a civilization didn't have a flag, they weren't a civilization. They just take it over. So like, you have a flag.
Roman, just because they were married with children doesn't mean that they don't swing both ways.
Are you referencing Married with Children with Al Bundy and Peggy Bundy?
It's talking about city commission, baby.
Oh, I don't even know. I don't even
I'm
know.
surprised, Roman. I figured that you with your
Why would I know? You see,
okay,
I'm not obsessed with sex, like you are, Erasmo.
well, you went out there are calling the rainbow flag the sex flag. It's
Because
not.
it is sex flag. I'm telling you, it's what it is.
It's no, Roman. I mean, and this is
Why,
where you
okay,
can
why is it not the sex
say
flag?
because it isn't. Because I know. Look, I know a lot of gay people that have been married for many years or have been together for many years,
And
and
they
for
don't have sex, and
well,
their identity doesn't revolve around
do
sex.
you have sex?
We are heterosexual being. God wants us to have sex if that's our vocation.
Okay, if you have
Your
sex,
vocation is not to have sex with thank God. Thank God you have not procreated. Or,
I agree with you there. Thank God
thank God you have not because you were not meant to be that.
I was not meant to be that.
God's vocation for you was not that.
And let me tell you, I agree with God 100%. I should not have.
Oh, God. Yeah, thank you, God. I agree with you. You're right, God.
You are 100. You are correct, sir. I should
Admit
not
that.
have. And we talked about this yesterday because we were at this family gathering, and there's a family friends of ours. I'm not going to mention their last name, but they have all women. They've had all girls. So they were going like, well, the name's not going to continue. I said that who cares? That's crap of the old. You don't do that anymore. You don't. I don't think people are like, oh, I want my name to continue. Who cares? I don't want my name to continue. I'm glad that my name is going to be dead in the ground when I'm
But
gone.
you're not the only Castro in your family, right?
Yes.
You are? Oh, so
I'm the
you
only
killed
male
off your name.
Castro. So it's only through my children that the name continues.
Oh, it's dead. It's over. You killed it. You killed it.
Shh,
You murdered it. You murdered
I took
your
it to
last name.
bed and I shut that crap.
But you know what?
I
You
don't care.
can still create until like the last day of your life if you wanted to.
You think I'm Robert De Niro or what?
I don't. ¿Te
Al
crees? ¿Te crees?
Having children at 80.
Yes, I know, but you never know. You could. You maybe one day you'll figure it out, or
Well,
you know what? Like speaking of married with children, maybe if your father wants to leave you something, he leaves it in his will. I will only leave it if you
yeah,
have a child. Well, after see, remember that episode with Matt Married with Children?
it's not going to happen.
You never know. He could do it.
It is
And
absolutely.
Senor Castro, if you're watching, do it. Don't leave him anything.
Well, one of the things is that I've already transferred everything over to my name anyway, so it doesn't much matter.
Okay.
It's kind of trippy because actually I wanted Sam to come on today because it's kind of trippy because I'm having a little bit of a rebellion there at the church. A couple of my little sheep are like, I go like, bitch, I know you did it, and I don't know.
Why they're rebelling?
Well, because they a lot of times they think that when the king takes a break or the king is out on his hunts and stuff, They sort of think that they could get together and maybe overthrow the king. But that doesn't happen because I travel a lot, so I tend to spend a lot of time away from.
Why try to take it over? Just go someplace else.
Trust me, I've actually opened the door and said like, guys, leave. But I think that a lot of times my little sheep are a little bit on the like, oh, we got to be there, we've got to be here, we've got to give him a hard time, which is okay. I can handle it. They've not
Good.
understood it. I don't care. uh, Rio Grande Republic didn't even last a year. You are the modern day Sarah.
No,
Why no, we.
because you can have babies. Because Sarah, the miracle was that was a woman, and women can't have babies to a certain age.
Yeah, she was 75.
Exactly. But you, on the other hand, can have babies to the last day. That you could probably be on your deathbed, and somebody can go in there with a little tweezer and just and get whatever they can, and then save it for later on.
I'll be so dried up by then. I don't think it's the people gonna be. I'm pretty much dried up now. Let me tell you. What's your opinion on log cabin Republicans? Oh,
That
good
they're
job.
Republicans.
What about their log cabin? They
They're log cabin. I no, actually, I know a few Republicans that are gay and they're openly gay, but they're still Republicans. I think they live a chaste life. Many of them do. You pray for them and you hope that they're not. But you see, their life. What's really fascinating about a couple of them, their gayness doesn't. Their life doesn't revolve around their sex. You know.
I thought you said everything about the gay people were just about sex.
No, I'm talking about the Nazi Greys. I'm talking about the stormtroopers, gay people that do the flag stuff. That they were all on the sex flag. They salute it.
Salute the
They
flag.
do. I'm sure they have their parties. That their houses are probably rainbowed and stuff like that. I have no idea. I mean, you literally just said Oxo is now rainbow gay, and
I
you
think they
think
are. It looks funny because you expect Oxter to be red and yellow, and all of a sudden I saw like multicolored uh, Oxter. I'm going like, yeah, it doesn't help y'all's cause.
so. What happens at on June 19th? That's another new federal holiday we made because of George Floyd. That should never have been a federal holiday.
Juneteenth?
Juneteenth. They have Juneteenth had its own flag too.
No.
It has its own flag. It really does. Everything has a flag now. You really do need a flag now, Erasmo. You need a flag.
I tell you, I need to get a flag.
You need a
Flag.
flag.
They love Fane Church a lot. That's why they get together and gossip over nonsense. Yeah, and it's kind of trippy. Sam knows. I think Sam knows the people I'm talking about. But they love to do these little things and we're like, yeah, I don't care. I made sure one of the things that I think that a lot of people don't realize about me is I don't care. I just want to go worship. I don't care if people are up and about, you know, against me or talking about me or saying crap and a half and stuff. And it has to do a lot. And I got a little bit of flack from one little small group in my church because of the video where the other was kissing me on the cheek. And I'm going like, it's just a kiss on the cheek. We do that regularly at church, we do that regularly all over the place. But again,
All over each other, really? That's what you do at your church?
huh?
All over each other? Is that what you do?
I would kiss your cheek right about now if
I don't want you to kiss my cheek, but no, I'm just wondering, like you do that like right next to each other, and then you just decide to just kiss here, and then you kiss back, and they kiss you again, really?
because we're very European.
At your church?
Well, it's I mean, I think they do it all. One of the things, and I've been to Gringo church and the Mexican church. Mexicans they kiss all the time. Um, the white
You
church
can?
they
Okay.
don't kiss all the time. It's part. I think it's part of the Hispanic culture.
Well, I mean, it's one thing to do the kiss when you're doing a handshake and you do the kiss on tight. 'Cause that was completely foreign to me when I moved to Brownsville. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm not originally from Brownsville. The first place I ever saw that happen was at Julia Garcia's house.
No.
En serio, because I was a member of SGA for like 5 seconds or something, and we were invited for Christmas over to her house, and we went there, and people were like doing that, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And they're like, oh yeah, and then Dr. Garcia had to like show me how to do it, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. Why do we do this? Like I don't understand. I never experienced something like that. But yeah, that was the first time. Sorry, I yelled into the mic. That was the first time that ever happened to me.
Well,
It was the Dr. Garcia.
and again, you go to a lot of these different other countries, like even in Cuba, and a lot of the Latin American countries, Roman, you might not like this too much, but a lot of men kiss each other on the cheek. It's not. It's a,
Yes, but there's a little bit of a difference when you're in a nightclub or wherever the hell you all were at, and he's below you and you're hugging him and
it was
he's
a concert.
hugging you.
It was
What?
a concert. It was a concert.
Okay.
We had
And
no.
then he's like, "Oh, let me give you a kiss here," and then you kiss him back here
Top.
or
That's all.
wherever, somewhere in this vicinity,
Here.
because you were over him, towering over him like the sex
I'm,
flag
so I'm
towers
tall.
over Brownsville now.
I'm tall.
And then he kisses you
Higher
again.
platforms. Again, I don't care.
And then you posted it.
I
That's the
posted.
only reason. Yes, I know you posted it.
I posted it. There was nothing wrong with video. There was nothing wrong with the kiss. It was, and again, anyone, and it's trippy because everyone was out there, and because, and if I don't think you know, Eduardo's a little bit on the taller side of me, but he was on a standing on a lower little brick thing or something, little staircase thing. So he looks a lot smaller. Was not smaller. It's just
No, it's okay. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to reenact it, and so people can know what we're talking about. That's all.
van a salir como viejitos if you have kids. I'll read to you. You missed the pride presentation at downtown Roman.
I missed it. I'm glad I didn't go.
Was there one
Um,
in Brownsville?
I think when they had the flag ceremony thing, and then they did the first Friday thing, you know. Yeah, I'm just really surprised that Beto was running. I really am. I did not think. I mean, to have both district commissioners from 4 and 3 move over to the at-large position and then leaving those vacant, that's just amazing to me. So essentially, there will be no incumbents in any of the races.
Well, I'm. Juneteenth has been recognized since 1865. It has nothing to do with George Floyd. I thought you know, Mr. History Emeritus.
Okay, Juneteenth is a state holiday, and it had really nothing to do with the national holiday. And I understand that, but what I was saying that it started and was recognized as a federal holiday because of the George Floyd thing, and that's what happened. But that's what it is. It has not been a federal holiday since 1865. So stop me, though. Give me a
Well,
break.
the again, the George Floyd thing was very unfortunate. It should never have happened. But let me going back into the Pedro Cardenas and the Roy Los Santos race. Let me say, I think, and I haven't had a conversation with the commissioner, uh, but I think it's going to come down like, what have you done as a commissioner for your district so well that you think now that you have to focus on the entire city? You know what I'm saying? I mean, what
Mm-hmm.
is it? What is it? What have you done? Because I'm going to say that I don't think they have a very long list of accomplishments, Roman. And
Yeah.
I want to know. I want to know, what have you done for your district so well that now you want to expand to do it for the whole city of Brownsville? Because district commissioners, although they do vote for
Okay.
throughout the city, they're there to serve their district. And I think this is where Linda Macias is doing a good job. She's focusing on her district. And I think that's what they need to do. And I think this is where Brian Martinez is doing a not so good job. I think he's focused more on everything else in Brownsville and ignoring District One. Would you agree?
Hmm, I would genuinely agree. I'm just trying to figure out which one of the four that you keep talking about. But
Yeah,
regardless, I want to make very clear that Juneteenth was not a state holiday in 1865. I want to make clear that that's not what I'm saying. I'm just
Latin American culture is very tactile. Well, Pedro Cardenas already put a request to fix Old 77 besides giving his child a city recognition. Let me say, I just want to know what they've done. That fixing Highway 77 is a no-brainer. It should have been fixed forever. I don't think that any commissioner can take credit for that. I think it's still a state road, Roman.
I think if part of it is, or the city has to fix it and things like that. But I
No,
don't know.
again,
It's just ridiculous as bumpy as it is.
I'm going.
But
I'm going to reach out to Pedro Cardenas this week, and I'm going to ask. I said, why the jump? I might have that.
I'm just surprised. I really am. So who's gonna go in there? I mean, who's gonna go in three and
Huh?
who's gonna go in 3 and 4? Who else? I mean, other than you said Gus. The only one. Three guys in a pizza shop, or that was a
I was
show.
talking about the city commission.
Oh,
Um, uh, it's going to be interesting. I know Gus de Leon is going to run for three. I'm sure that these folks they already have someone lined up to run in District Three. It's
and
going
you don't know who they are, and you're not gonna say.
the only one I know is Gus de Leon. Is the only one that I've had a conversation with.
I would have thought that Susan would consider doing it again in 3, but I guess she's really gonna go on the PISD. Since she fixed everything at the city.
Well, thank you.
I'm amazed. Thank you so much. We're grateful. Um,
No,
maybe we should get a proclamation. Maybe Roy can give her a proclamation.
I love Susan. I think it's just that at times uh, they need to be a little bit more open in regards to. Uh, well, we've been doing this for a while,
Oh,
and
we're gonna do this again, aren't we?
again,
You're gonna do this again.
it's not kissing the ring, but we've been doing this for a while. Let's have the communication. Again, nothing. One of the things that I've always said, nothing is going to happen in the city of Brownsville until everyone out there starts to unite behind a cause or a purpose or some type of direction or reason. And it just doesn't happen because everyone thinks that they know better. And there's only one person that's always been right on their things, and that's Erasmo Castro.
Okay. Anyway, I would have thought that she would consider doing that. As opposed, maybe she might pull it off this time,
So,
running against us.
so who's running for BISD now that we know? We know that
But you're doing it. I don't
I'm
know where you're running.
I'm running in the again. I'm running in the slot that has four or
Mhm.
five people. I might
Okay.
find myself running against Susan and Daniela and whoever else jumps in that race.
I
Where,
would love that race.
but since Roman is going to jump into that race, I'm deciding
I don't even know what I'm going to jump into if I'm even going to do it.
you are going to run. You know you are.
I don't know.
You,
Maybe.
yeah, you have to.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I should. I mean, considering the great people that run our great school district.
One of the things that I love, Rome. Can you imagine when they have forums, when they have a forum to have us out there amongst all these people, it would be a blast.
It would be a lot of fun. It would be a lot of fun. It would be.
And that's one
Uh,
of the, and again,
Assuming that we have forms, but you don't have to pay to go in, which is ridiculous.
they'll have teacher forums. We'll have like AOB have a forum. We'll have Best have a
Yeah,
forum.
why would they? They already know who they're going to endorse.
Yes, of course they do.
You
But
know they're not. You know who AOB is going to endorse, and you know who Best is going to endorse, and you know who AOB is. What did I already say
but
them?
you have
TVA. Well, TVA might. Maybe we don't know what TVA would be.
you have an opportunity to go in there and go like, you bitches, y'all are going to continue to endorse this
Because
thing.
I mean, they're gonna. You know that AOB is not going to endorse Daniela and Jessica. You already know that, right? And you're pretty sure that Best is going to endorse Daniela and Jessica. And TVA will probably endorse Daniela and Jessica. The other races, we may not know, but I'm pretty sure AOB would support Victor in that race against Jessica. And
Good
I
luck.
don't know,
It's interesting. Imagine being in the Sam's board again, and people's clapping more than the other board member. Oh, at the BI at Sam Stadium.
mm,
You remember that when that would happen, right?
yes,
It would
everyone could clap for you, and then the other. Who was the one that was really upset that they didn't clap for them as much as you? Was it Sylvia or was it Minerva?
all of them.
All of them. Oh wow, all of them.
Minerva, Drew, and
Mm.
Macy would flip. They hated it. It's like, oh, we know you're going to get all the applause. We know you're going to get all the cheers and everything, but it doesn't mean that you're doing a good job. I said, like,
Doesn't mean you're doing a good job.
yeah, but it's trippy
Well, I mean,
because
people still clap for the president and the Joe Biden. Then we all know he's not doing a good job, so maybe they're right.
but it was trippy because I let me tell you because
The hell is wrong with this guy?
the first time,
Sorry.
espérame, the first time that I experienced it, Roman, we were at Hannah at the cab, Hannah, we were out there celebrating Hannah football
Oh,
team and having a band for making it to state or something. So we were out there. That was the first time, and so we go out there, and they put me in that. They put people. They said, "Erasmo, you sit over there, like in the back." I was like, "Okay, sure."
oh.
I didn't care. So I was there,
You
and
ever go to the parks or what?
they went out there like, "Oh, Minerva Peña." We have Sylvia Atkinson, Drew Brown, Priscilla Katikin, had Laura, no, Philip Cowan, Erasmo Castro. I went crazy. And
Is it because you were the last one and they were so happy
oh,
that they were
Laura was the
finishing?
last, Laura was the last one.
Oh,
But
okay.
it
All
was
right.
because it was Erasmo. And they went, and Erasmo, Erasmo, and cheering and everything. You could see it on their face, the disgust, and I loved it. Not, I appreciate the
Well,
clapping.
but maybe you really weren't doing a good job as a board member, and they were right, and you
Well,
were
I appreciate the clapping.
okay.
I like fed off the disgust in their face, like, oh, we hate him. I feed off the tears of my enemies, like Cartman
And
did.
then you go out drinking.
Okay. Did that on my private time. It had nothing to do with my BISD time. I did an amazing job as a BISD board
I'm just saying, you drink them, like Cartman.
member.
Like, don't you listen? And then you go out drink them. Did I say? Well, I think I said drinking as opposed to drink them.
Yeah,
I
I
apologize.
my asshole.
I apologize. I don't speak
You don't
I
get
don't speak English very well.
you don't speak
Apparently.
anything very well. You don't.
Well,
Guys,
no, it's because I have stuff. Oh my.
guys, have a great day. We've been on
Oh
it.
yes.
It's crazy. Time went by pretty fast. Guys,
It did.
see you back mañana. Have a great day. Be safe out there. I mean, drive halfway decent, guys. Don't go 5 miles an hour in a 55-mile-an-hour zone. Drive your speed limit. That most accidents here happen because people drive way too slow. Please drive the speed limit.
Wait, I thought you said they were driving 100 miles an hour, and that's why there was an accident the other
Those
day.
motorcycles. Motorcycles need not be. Motorcycles need to drive their speed.
Ah,
That's the problem. Se vuelven locos, and then they do these little swerve things, and I'm going like, man, I should be recording this. And don't go. No, yeah, go. That's me. Go fast on the left lane. Don't go fast on the right lane, and vice versa. Don't go slow on the left lane. Make sure you go slow on the right lane. Thanks, Roman. Guys, be good to each other. Continue